Welcome to No Comics for Old Men. This is another edition of What Did We Get in the Shop This Week? Collection came in, got some graded stuff, and the rest of the collection, kind of weird, the amount of graded stuff compared to the amount of comics overall in general. But you never know how people collect. When people bring stuff in, sometimes nothing's bagged and board and you just have hundreds of boxes. And I've had them come in milk crates and you name it. But this was nice that we got some graded stuff and some other stuff that we got to go through and have fun looking at and rebagging and boarding. What we're going to do is I'm going to go through some of this, just the key stuff, just to show you the amount of stuff we got. It was just 2 short boxes, probably around 250, 300 comics. I'm just going to go through the first half of this box here with some of the key issues. And we'll start out right there with Tomb of Dracula number 4. You guys can follow along with Key Collector app and see what is key issues. Some of them I might tell you if I remember, because I'm old and I don't always remember everything. But this is Conan 100, which is the death of Belit, who just recently made her return to Marvel. It was a pretty good comic too. And Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. It's a pretty sweet cover. And Ghost Rider number, this is actually Marvel Spotlight number 8. The collector was a huge fan of Ghost Rider. There is a lot of Ghost Rider. There's a lot of Ghost Rider in this collection. This is number 8 of the Marvel Spotlight. What wasn't in here was Marvel Spotlight 5, but hey, can't have everything. Another Marvel Spotlight 8. And these are like, $30 to $50 books. Marvel Spotlight 8. I'm not punking you. Actually, we have Marvel Spotlight 8. Daredevil 20. It's a really rough shape. But, cool early Daredevil. I don't know if that's the first appearance of the owl. But there's an owl appearance in there. Daredevil 49. Another really rough copy. Marvel Tales number 5. These are pretty good as far as value. A lot of the later Marvel Tales are all reprints and they're worthless and they're in 50-cent bins and dollar bins. But you get some of the early ones. They have some good value. And I think that is Marvel Tales 4. Yes, it is Marvel Tales number 4. Captain America 123. Now this one it's not a key issue. It's Silver Age. It's a beautiful cover. I may get this graded just because of the condition. It is in such fantastic condition. You get a high grade Silver Age in one of the top 3 from either company. And boom. Hulk 200. Not a huge book. Not bad. Shield number 4. Steranko covers. Now, last collection, we got the whole run of Shield. And boom, you get another collection, and hey, there's another one. Number 4 is a good one to have. It's one of my favorite covers of all time. Fantastic Four 101. Now, I know the Fantastic Four, we had 3 Fantastic Fours, and they were all key issues, so that was a home run. Fantastic 494. This, I believe, is the first time Franklin Richards' name is said. It has the nanny. This book has gotten really hot and then cooled off, then gotten really hot. They're still wondering if she's going to appear in the WandaVision. The nanny is going to appear in the WandaVision television show. So there's a lot of spec on that. And every time the spec gets hot, that one gets hot. Fantastic Four 95. These Silver Age Marvel covers are just so hot. What we got here? Hulk 115. Nice picture of the leader. Pretty sure that's not his first appearance, but it's a great cover of the leader. It's not a very valuable book, but super cool cover. And the condition, again, Silver Age. This is probably, it probably needs a pressing. And I think it could be a 7.5 or an 8 with a pressing. So here, and that's 116. Another great cover. Hulk, another one that's not really a key issue, but you know, in this kind of condition, these earlier Silver Age are harder and harder to find. So House of Secrets, this is late silver, early, no, this is probably just late silver. Again, I love these early horror comics, so yeah, I pulled it out even though it's not a key issue because I think it's really cool. All right, nice Vampirella cover. Another horror book. Yeah, so like Silver Age, Silver Age, Silver Age, nearly modern, and then like a really modern book from the 90s. Black Widow, Spider-Man, and a Marvel team up. Early Action Comics. Silver Age Action Comics, I should say. Another Silver Age comic. There we go. Marvel team up. First appearance of Mockingbird. Marvel team up number 95. Right. Avengers 200. What could be next? Could it be Avengers number 200? Maybe Avengers number 200? Avengers number 200. Yeah, it's not. It's a pseudo key book. It's not a really high value key book, but number 200 of Avengers. They're in really, really nice shape, so they'll sell. They'll sell. Then we got another Marvel team up, Iron Man and Spider-Man. Super villain team up. Now, I think they pulled this because the Cosmic Cube is on the cover. I'm not 100% sure if that's the first appearance of the Cosmic Cube, but I'm likely to say no, it's not. But it is a cool cover appearance of it. Boy, I blew that one, huh? Battlestar Galactica. That's how you enunciate and pronunciate. What If Invaders. So in Marvel, it's a what if. If it's in DC, it's an Elseworld. The funny thing is that they've mined a lot of these what if stories and put them in real continuity. So what ifs, I always like to find the what ifs. This is a regular Invaders. I think this is the first appearance of Baron Blood. Very first appearance of Baron Blood. And another Invaders. This is number 19. And I want to say this is the first Union... Not first Union Jack. Yeah, Union Jack, I think. And another Invaders. This is number 18. Like I said, just grab you out the key collector, look it up real quick, pause the video. While you're down there pausing the video, hit share. Share it to all your friends who want to see cool comic books. There's him on the cover. And that's definitely, I think, the first cover appearance of the Union Jack. Black Panther number 1. This is a pretty good book. His first appearance, of course, was in Jungle Action. This is his first solo issue. The condition is really bad, so it doesn't have a lot of value. Daredevil 138. Ghost Rider 81. So this is the last issue of the first series of Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze dies at the end of this, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's what makes it a key issue. But it's not that valuable. Maybe a $10 or $15 book. Ghost Rider #1. Again, not his first appearance. This is a very valuable book, had it been in mint condition. This is probably a low mid-grade, which means 4.5 to a 5.5. I don't think a pressing would help it because there is a color break. There is a lot of color breaks in the bottom corner here, but you know, it's his first solo story. It's also the first cameo appearance of Damien Hellstrom, Son of Satan, who is getting his own show on Disney Plus. So this book is on fire right now. Of course, it's not his first full appearance. There's the whole, is it a cameo? Is it a period first? This is still a hot book, regardless, because it's his first cameo. I believe his name is said, so the character's name is the first time in the MCU. I'm sorry, not MCU. In the Marvel comic universe. Yeah, that is the MCU. Most people say MCU, they mean the movies. This is the MCU that means the comics. But this is Ghost Rider #7. No, I'm sorry. This is Marvel Spotlight #7. I don't have 5 copies of it like I do of 8. Son of Satan #1. So first cameo appearance, then first solo book of Damien Hellstrom. We have, the other books were not as in good a condition, but we have Son of Satan run probably in this collection, probably up to 20 or 25. So we'll decide whether we're going to sell it as a collection. But this is Amazing Spider-Man 204. I think it's 3rd appearance of Black Cat, 3rd or 4th appearance of Black Cat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, by correcting me if you're wrong, you're leaving a comment. While you're down there, subscribe and hit the bell. Moon Knight #1, another book that's really on fire right now. I'm really happy to get this. I've sold most of the copies that I've had for, like, back in the day when it was a $5 book, when I probably sold it for $3. So, Daredevil 167. A lot of these other ones are not too exciting. They are minor keys. Tomb of Dracula #7. I believe there's a Blade appearance in that one. Hulk 250 anniversary issue. A lot of people like to collect 50, 75, 100, 150. Like all those milestone books. Defenders 33. This is a great cover. Look at that. Look at the guy with the gorilla body and the man, like the gangster head. Like he looks like a gangster from Bugs Bunny with a gorilla's body. It's hysterical. And this is a key book. I can't remember what happens in that, but this is a key book. There's not a lot of key Defender books, and it's not a $100 or $200 book. It's maybe like a $10 or $15 book. Defenders 44, again, another minor key book. We're gonna get to these. I know you guys are sweating it. What's in here? What? If this was the regular stuff, what? It'd be crazy. Superman 347, another minor key. I'm not too sure what that is. Stacks are falling, sliding. She-Hulk #5. This is out of the Savage She-Hulk first series. Nice book. We're all waiting for her to get her series. This is Spider-Woman #5. We're coming to the end. We're gonna get to them really soon. Thor 300. Titans #1. This is like, he had very few DC and very few key issue DC. I like getting this one. Love me some Teen Titans. And their show is fantastic, by the way. You should go watch it. Star Wars #1, but this is a reprint. You can tell by the diamond. shape. It originally had a square, and it would have had a UPC. Secret Wars number 5. Not a key issue in the Secret Wars, but you know, if you're making the series, everybody needs every issue. So I always like to pull the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, the first series. Eternals number 12. This is a minor key issue in the Eternals. I'm pulling all the Eternal books because everybody knows it's coming. So they'll start to creep up. Some of this stuff will meet our wall, will be on our wall. Ghost Rider Must Die number 19. I think this was already, we didn't rebag and board it, so I think that's why it was in there like that. And that's it. If you want to see the rest of this stuff, I'm going to keep it separate for a couple of weeks because we have to do some looking them up and cleaning them and bagging and boarding them. Put a comment in there. We want to see the rest of the books, and we'll show you the rest of the books. But for now, we're going to move over to the graded books. And I don't know if he was a guy that went to conventions and just bought like what was ever in the discount bin. Because if you go to a convention, you'll see a discount bin of graded books where a comic shop will send out 30 books or 50 books or 100 books. And the ones that they don't get back that are in the higher grades, they'll just put in, like at a convention, they'll put them in there for $10 to get back their money for grading it. I've bought a few from there going to conventions through my lifetime. But some of them are really nice. So another Marvel Spotlight number 7. This is a 6.5. I actually think, and it's a PGX, which we know is not a highly preferred company. Are they still a company? I don't know. I haven't heard much about them recently. As you can see, if you can really see, look, the book looks to have warped inside the holder. If you can, maybe if I tilt it this way, you can kind of see. Now, I understand that it's tough to see with the glare and the plastic. Now, I figured once you put it in here, if it was warped like that, the warp would come out of it. But if you can't see it, trust me, there's a warp in it. Still, as you know, 6.5, not bad. So Ghost Rider 21, it's a 9.6, but Ghost Rider 21, I don't believe is a key issue. So I don't know why you would grade that book other than you get a high grade for a Bronze Age book. You should get high grades on Bronze Age books. Another Ghost Rider. This one's number 19. I think this is a minor key, but again, it's a 9.4. So. Big Ghost Rider fan this guy was. So this is Ghost Rider number 1. It's the first appearance of the new Ghost Rider, Daniel Ketch, and Deathwatch. So this is Ghost Rider, no, Marvel Spotlight 11. It's Ghost Rider in it. This is another PGX. It's a 6.0. So like a 6.0 or 6.5 non-key issue is going to be like a $10 book. It's going to cost you at least insurance and shipping and, you know, $20 to $25 to grade a book. So be aware if you're sending books out to be graded that they should have at least double the value. This is what I go by. At least double the value of what grade you want to get, what the value of the book. So here's a 9.2. This is CGC, Ghost Rider number 53. Great thing about CGC is they'll usually put a little, you know, if anything happened, they'll tell you what it right up in the line. They'll say, this is what happened in this book. Nothing happened in that book. Hey, look, it's Marvel Spotlight number 8. This is a PGX 7.0. I actually think that probably one of the other books is actually in better condition than this. Maybe a 9.0 or a 9.2. So I don't know why this one ended up getting graded. But again, it's a minor key only because like it's the Marvel Spotlight Ghost Rider run. There's nothing actually that I believe happens in that book. So, Amazing Spider-Man 147. That might be the first appearance of the Tarantula. This again is a PGX. And Spider-Man learns Gwen Stacy is a clone. That's the big, this is not his first appearance. This is the big news in that is Gwen Stacy is a clone. All right, so here's a Tomb of Dracula, number 17. It's a 9.4. It is Blade and Dr. Sun appearance. It's not Blade's first appearance, but Blade does appear. So it is going to be a minor key. Love Tomb of Dracula. So happy to see that in there. So I haven't done any research on this book. It is a Vampirella number 1 by Dynamite. It is a Campbell, J. Scott Campbell cover. It is a variant. It is CGC graded 9.8. I have no idea. This is the negative edition, they call it. Of course, because it looks like a negative in a film. But I have no idea what the value of that book is. If you're familiar with this book, yeah, I know. I own a comic shop. I should know. Yeah. So here's another CGC. This is a Maximum Comics exclusive. 9.8. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. It's Adi Gravoff cover. And it's cool to have a Maximum Comics ad on the back. Again, I haven't done the research. Store exclusives, I'm not really up on that. It is a very cool cover. Another Amazing Spider-Man CGC 9.8. This one I do know has some value. It's in the $80 range. It's a variant edition with the Barack Obama. He appears sometimes on the left and sometimes on the right. This is the right appearance of him. Ghost Rider number 2, 9.0. CGC. Very cool. So this is also CGC. This is Signature Series. This is a blank cover that was drawn by Plug. I believe it's Michael Plug. Sign the sketch. Yes, Mike Plug. So it has his autograph at the bottom. This is an actual sketch. It is a 9.6. Again, I have no idea what that's going for right now. It is a number 1 variant edition, which was a blank cover that then was drawn on and signed. Marvel Spotlight number 10. Another in the Ghost Rider. This is a PGX 7.5. Yeah, once you get under an 8 for a Bronze Age book, I'm not really that interested. I'm not that excited. But it is the Spotlight run. All right, this is the book. This is what made the collection. Savage She-Hulk number 1, 9.8. CGC graded. That's pretty freaking cool. Bronze Age 9.8s, and then Super Key issue number 1, the Savage She-Hulk. It presents really, really great. So yeah, was super excited to get this in. This will go up on the wall for a while. And so yeah, this is why we bought the collection, because this was the cherry on top. Thanks for stopping in. Keep reading comics and do all those things at the bottom. And you know how to get a hold of us. We'll put up the stuff. And yeah, if you're ever in Port Jervis, come see us.